Hey guys, it's Katie Fox. Today I wanted to talk about the latest Skyrim DLC, Dragonborn. I have done the other two DLCs in previous reviews, but I'll just quickly sum them up right now. I was okay with Dawnguard. It didn't add much to the actual story or to the environment, but it was okay. At least you had some hours to put in, and if you liked vampire mythology, even though you kind of looked stupid as a vampire, it offered something. Hearthfire, I hated. It gave you no instructions. It froze on a constant basis, and it took me about 6 hours to build my house. At the time, I downloaded it on the day that that it first came out, and I had no idea what to do, so I didn't make any bedrooms. So my wife and 2 kids don't have anywhere to sleep, so I made this massive house in the middle of the mountains, and I love it, but I can't change it. I'm stuck with it. Those two are kind of throwaways, and this is kind of where Skyrim's DLC finally kicks in, the real DLC. But now on to Dragonborn. So I'll start off with the bad stuff just to get that out of the way. It's incredibly glitchy, like everything else that Skyrim has released, or Skyrim in general. So, I got stuck in the middle of a wall one time, and I had to restart, and every time I go to the chapters in that Cthulhu, like, H.P. Lovecraft place, it would freeze. I'd have to press my Xbox menu button so that it would unfreeze, so I could go back. Occasionally, it would freeze so much that I had to walk over to the Xbox and restart it. I think that happened about 4 times while I was playing. So that was pretty annoying. I also had issues with enemies for a while because those seeker things would disappear and they would never reappear, so they would just shoot those goo balls at you for like 10 minutes straight, and all that you could do was dodge them because you couldn't hit them. And also, when I first tried to go through the H.P. Lovecraft place, I went the wrong direction somehow, and I got lost. And I had to literally redo that place about 3 times until it took me to the spot I needed to go. I could get all the way up to chapter 5, or maybe 4, and then it would just stop, and I couldn't go any further, which is really annoying. But I come to expect that because it is Skyrim, and it's kind of what it's known for. The good points, I loved that it finally looked like a different place. I love that you could finally go to Morrowind, because Skyrim, like, no matter where you go, it all kind of looks the same. I loved that there was some references to H.P. Lovecraft, that the whole, like, ending part was based on that. It was really neat because it really took you out of Skyrim, and it really took you out of Morrowind. It was like this whole new experience with whole new enemies, which is nice because you basically fight the same thing over and over again. I found Marok, that's his name, to be really frustrating. But it added a real end goal, like when you go through the first main quest in the game. Like, you really want to get there, you really want to beat it. Whereas the other DLCs didn't give you anything like that. It was just like, well, you could go and do this, but nothing's going to come of it. So I really did enjoy it. It's the same old Skyrim, but if you're really bored, you have nothing else to do, then it's definitely the best DLC. Definitely Dragonborn, you will enjoy the most. The riding on dragons thing, I didn't get. It made no sense. I don't like that I can't control them. On that point, I didn't like that from the very beginning, you're Dragonborn, but you kill dragons. 'Cause that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you kill what you're related to? I wish that it was more like you could tame them and make them your buds, like at least a few of them. There could be bad dragons, but just have that ability to ride them, but actually control them and like call them. Because whenever I try to use that shout to call dragons, they don't show up. Like, no, bitch, I have homework or something. I just want to say that I had a really hard time starting the quest, so if you do, then you're totally not alone. That happens. So just hang in there and maybe reinstall it or restart and make sure that you're done the main quest, because I was, and it still wouldn't start for me. It took about 10 tries. I've played now 125 hours this took me up to, and I still have so much more to do, and that's what makes Skyrim such an amazing game, even in its letdowns. Because people thought it would look better than it does and perform better than it does. It's really the fact that you can go back and do so much that you're never stuck in Skyrim going, what do I do now? The only thing that I'm not is a bard. The very first thing I did was join the Dark Brotherhood, because I did that as well in Oblivion, and I loved it, and I preferred it in Oblivion, but I'm looking forward to all the side quests that I can still do, thanks to the expansion, thanks to the DLC. So that's my review on the Skyrim DLC, Dragonborn, and hopefully you agree, and if you don't, then please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions. Let me know if there's anything that you recommend for me to play or watch, or if you have any questions. I'd love to do anything for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Share, subscribe, comment, like, whatever you want. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.